Good in the house, back with another bang on video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here's the biggest part. Jamie Carragher reckons possible Arsenal, United, and Chelsea target Declan Rice could be deployed as a centre back. He says, to be honest, he reminds me a little bit of myself. I started in midfield and became a centre back, and I'm a big fan of him. There's a slight criticism in terms of how he receives the ball. There's an art to that. If you go to the ball and you're not in a great position, players won't give you the ball, but he can pass, and I think he's got something about him. Moving on, I've got really detrimental news for you guys. With the Upamecano move doubtful amid Bayern interest, Arteta will now turn his attention to I'm so sorry, five different centre backs. Ibrahima Konate of RB Leipzig, Pau Torres of Villarreal, Nathan Ake of Bournemouth, Gabriel Magalhaes of Lille, and Unai Nunez. Let's see. Moving on, Arsenal are struggling to reach an agreement with Bukayo Saka over a new long-term deal, and it looks like Manchester United and Liverpool are among the clubs that are lurking to sign the 18-year-old. Let's see if Arsenal can keep him or not. We'll see. Moving on. Coronavirus busting technology is already being discussed for crowds and players. Well, the Clean Tech pods are a 3-in-1 disinfection machine. Fans would first stand in front of the screen, much like at passport control, and get their temperature checked. If it is too high, suggesting a viral infection, you cannot go any further. But if the person is okay, the pod opens and you then enter what is called as sanitizing tunnel. This is where a combination of UV light and an air sanitizing and purification spray are used to kill off any other germs lingering on clothes and belongings. Moving on, Jack Wilshere has given his thoughts on why Arsenal never won the league with Mesut Ozil and Alexis Sanchez. He says, we went through a few years where we didn't challenge, but then we brought in Sanchez and Ozil. All of a sudden we started to feel like we could have a chance here, but it never really turned out. We always had a point in the season where we dropped so many points and we just be going for top four. There were some good players there, Sanchez world class and a match winner Ozil world class. I love playing with them and his ability, but we just never got to those winning times. Moving on, Arsenal might have to beat Manchester United and Real Madrid if they want to sign Monaco's centre back. Centre forward Wissam Ben Yedder to replace Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Well, moving on. Well, Williams agent Kia Joorabchian says that anything is possible. I don't agree with that, but moving on. 2 weeks ago, there was a news that suggested that key days for the renewal of Thomas Partey with Atletico Madrid, and there is a lot of optimism that everything will turn out well. Long negotiations between Atletico Madrid and Thomas Partey for renewal has already taken place. The party are still talking. It is everyone's wish, especially Diego Simeone, is that Thomas Partey signs a new contract. If the deal is not going to come, the Ghanaian will simply exit by the 50 million clause, no less than that. Arsenal still remain attentive to the situation of Gabriel Magalhaes, whose future will be decided in the coming days or weeks. Everton have already submitted an offer of 30 million euros plus 5 million euros in advance. Player considering his options. Chelsea and Leicester City are also keen on the centre back. Jack Wilshere has spoken about Ozil versus Cesc Fabregas, who was the better one. He said, they can change a game and can control a game. More so Fabregas. That's the difference. Ozil wouldn't really get involved in the build-up, but Cesc would. I've seen games where Cesc must have made 10 to 12 goal-scoring chances just by dropping off. Unbelievable. Moving on. Here's the biggest thing that you guys would really love about it, but I don't actually like this. That Paulo Dybala tests positive for coronavirus for the fourth time in 6 weeks, and that is shocking. Unbelievable news, isn't it? Moving on. Failing to qualify for the Champions League next season will leave Atletico Madrid in a very complicated economic situation, and to cover the gap, they may be forced to sell a star such as Thomas Partey, who is loved by Arsenal and whose 50 million clause would ease the situation. William Saliba will be a registered Saint-Etienne player until June 30th. As things stand, he wouldn't be able to play for Arsenal until after that date. Leagues still running after that date are going to have all sort of matters to work through, including returning loanees. Well, here's a very funny part. Thomas Partey's agency posted this on Instagram. Pick his club. Oh my God, unbelievable, isn't it? Oh, that's savage, straight as savage. Moving on. Sources have told ESPN some are wondering how it is possible they have been told to get ready to come back when the situation is like it is. This is a significant setback to the league's project restart. A lot of players are very uncomfortable with coming back. The only way the league takes this seriously is when someone at a club dies. When will we will look back on this time with sadness in the future? Let's see. The sources have also said that the project restart is on a hold because a lot of players are actually worried about their health. And here's the biggest part: a twist in the transfer saga for Jai Pamecano. Recently, it was considered very likely that the young central defender would leave Leipzig and would join Bayern München, and it looks like it will be the exact opposite is about to happen. It is very simple. RB Leipzig is going to extend his contract by 1 year until 2022, and it has been fully negotiated and agreed upon, and it will include a release clause as well. That, my friend, is unbelievable, isn't it? Well, these were the news of the day. I hope you enjoyed whatever came your way. All the views and news and everything about Arsenal comes on this platform every single day, twice. So sit back, relax, and enjoy all the news about Arsenal. Well, I will see you in my next video. Until then, cheers, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Cheers.